وسهلا. خوش geldi. Welcome to everyone. May Allah shower His blessings on everyone.
Amen.
Take away difficulties and badness and unhappiness and bring happiness and peace, tumanina, to our hearts. Madad ya Sayyidi. Madad ya Sahibul Imdad. One who is carrying the flag and the connection to our hearts. Help us. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. تبركاتنا أصحابنا وخير في جميع. Our way is to come together in Sahba, in association to our Shaykh's heart and presence, and to awliya and blessings comes on the group, something you can't get when you sit by yourself. When we sit by ourselves, we're not by ourselves. We have some company. We have our egos and shaitan and our vain desires and our love of dunya sitting with us, making a big crowd, and we're not sitting alone as we think. To sit in the sofa is medicine for that. And the second part, Dar Shohrat Afat asked, where there's fame, there's affliction. In other words, everything you do to be famous, to be big in the eyes of people, you're not doing it for Allah, is a trouble for you. Makes a trouble for you, sooner or later. And we start, as Malani used to start, Allah, Allah.
Allah, 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 Aziz Allah, 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 Kareem Allah, 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 Subhanallah, Allah, 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 Sultan
Allah. You have fisherman's friends? Shaykh Hashem used to use fisherman's friend. Fighting multiple infirmities. May Allah forgive me. It's not as bad as some people. We spent last week in the hospital, in the emergency room. I saw people who were in terrible shape, dying, screaming, crying, crawling on the ground. So what I'm going to say, a little bit of trouble. What's that one?
Same.
Right, yeah, they worked last time. Hey, what are we going to say? Nothing. What are we going to say? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Ana Shaykh Nazim, Allah bless him. He said, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he brought the widest Sharia, the widest way, most open way, easy for everyone to come inside. He was saying nowadays people, they changed the wide open doors of Islam to make it so narrow. He said, I can't step one step forward, one step to the right, one step to the left, one step back. They made it so tight. And Prophet made it so open. There were people in the past, they had to fast continuously without breaking it for days on end. People, they had to go out and sit on the rocks fasting in the hot sun. We were driving today. In the parking lot was one person sitting on the ground. Nothing around him, no cars, nothing, just sitting in the sun with nothing. What's that? Allah made different ways for people. And the way for prophets is easy. Famous hadith, yes, call Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yasir wa la tu'assir. Bashiru wa la tunaffiru. Make it easy, not difficult. Give good tidings to people. Don't frighten them or make them run away. Try to make people at rest. Rasulul Khair, says Holy Quran. Peace is better if you can do. Shaykh Hashem said Grand Sheikh was very tough on them. If something happened 2 hours ago, say, I don't want to hear about it again. But he said to me, but Grand Sheikh would make himself come out, close the door. I don't want to hear it. If someone says to me, oh, so-and-so, don't say back, you so-and-so. Abayazid Bastami, Allah bless him. Sultan Arifin, no one can reach his rank. He said, I always respected everyone, and I never expected anyone to respect me back. I never was asking anyone to, oh, Sultan Arifin, no. يوفون بنذري ويخافون يوما تتكلم والأبصار.
يوفون بالنذر ويخافون يوما كان شره مستطيرا.
شره مستطيرا. Servants of Allah, real abids, they serve their Lord without asking any reward or any thanks or any recognition, only doing their best for everyone, asking only their Lord's love and fearing the day when everything's going to be in commotion, when the price is going to be paid or Zoom. Every period has its time. The Quran says. Every nation, not forever. You can't find the ancient Egyptians anymore, only in the museum, or Babylonians, or Sumerians, or tribes in Central America, whereas Aztecs and Incas and what else was there? I heard. Mayan. Where are the Mayans? Call me a Mayan. You can't find it. Now some Mayan will come in and say, oh yeah. You can't find. They had their time. They built their civilizations. They built their temples, their monuments, and they went. Their time ended. And our time is going to end also. We built this modern civilization with jet planes and rockets and computers and satellites and Wi-Fi's. What's the other one? AI. That's what I say. Op-ed. AI. AI coming. Using AI. Everyone will be out of work. AI doing everything. The electric bill come, give it to the AI. But it's going to go one day. You think it's going to be forever. People saying masters of the future. Allah gives us sometimes some difficulties. We think we're powerful to do everything. Sometimes we get sick. Sometimes something happens. We have a misfortune. We have a turn of luck, something to make us understand we're not powerful over everything. We have to be humble. Allah can save us all. La ilaha illa anta. Alhamdulillah. Subhanallah Rabbil Arshil Azim. Ya Mughith Mughith. Help us. They're saying we're masters of the future. That's the theme for these people. Okay. Do what you can do. But finally, where is it going to go? The grave. No one's saying, oh, people, prepare for the grave, qabr. Hayatul qabr, life of the grave, how do you want to call it? No politician is coming and saying, oh, people, prepare for the end. As we go more and more, we're going to send more and more weapons and more and more. Quran says, don't they think someone sees them? Allah sees them. Prophet sees them. 2 angels sees them. Shahid Allah annahu la ilaha illa huwa malaikatu wa ulul ilmi. Ulul ilmi sees them. Those who have real knowledge sees them. See them. I think everyone knows the story Shaykh Hashem used to tell for Sayyid al-Wa'ila Ahrar. Bless him. When a Shaykh climbed up on his maqam in Uzbekistan, gave everyone bayat from him. He put his hand on their hand in a big chain. He gathered his murids one day and he said, I want each one of you, this is in the days before HEB and Kroger and Whole Foods. You want a chicken, you have to catch the chicken, slaughter the chicken, pluck it. And you want beef, 6 guys has to catch the cow. And said, I want each one of you to take a chicken, get a chicken, go to a place where no one can see you, slaughter that chicken, prepare it, pluck it and get it ready, and bring it back. We'll have a big barbecue. Everybody's happy. Everyone went and got their chicken from here and from there, slaughtered their chicken somewhere. One went behind the mosque, one went behind the barn. Everyone went somewhere where they thought no one could see them. And they're sitting there waiting for one guy to come. He was the butt of the jokes always, this guy. Finally, he comes. I forgot his name. Carrying his chicken. All the murids are laughing. You couldn't slaughter a chicken? What's that? And the Shaykh said to him, what happened? Everyone slaughtered their chicken. What happened to you? Why you couldn't do it? Oh, my Shaykh. You told me to go to a place where no one could see me and slaughter the chicken. And I went behind the mosque. I went behind the barn. I went to the forest. I went down by the river. I went every place, but every place I went, you were seeing me. I was seeing you with me. I couldn't find a place where no one is seeing me, so I had to come back. This is Shaykh is seeing, but we put it out from our out from our minds. Two angels are seeing. One fellow, one guy was traveling, and he stopped at a oasis in the desert. They didn't have Buc-ee's and Woody's. What else? Other places? QT, truck stops. He stopped at an oasis. He says to his horse, "Okay, boy, go drink water and eat grass." And he lies down to rest. And he hears two people fighting, arguing. He leans against the tree to rest, and he hears two voices arguing. I'm going to write that as a sin, isn't it? They said, "What sin?" He told his horse to drink water and eat grass. What's wrong with that? He says, "You think it's necessary to tell a horse to drink water and eat grass? They don't need to be told. It's malian, it's unnecessary." And the two angels on each shoulder arguing whether to write his action, "Go drink water, eat grass, oh my horse," whether it's a sin or not. What about for actual things? We lost the feeling that we're not alone. We lost that nowadays. People feel alone. We're alone with our problems. We're alone with our fightings. We're alone with our sufferings. We're alone. Everyone feels themselves alone. There's all these things happening in our families, in the community, in the country, in the world. And we lost the feeling that someone is with us. In Allah ma'ana. Prophet said to Thani Ithnain, second of two, Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq in the cave, "La tahzan." Don't worry, in Allah ma'ana. Allah is with us. We supported them with unseen help. In Allah ma'ana. Even this zikr we do every Thursday night, every Saturday night, Laylatul Jumu'ah, is a remembrance of the first zikr took place in the cave of the Hijrah. When Prophet ﷺ went with Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, Sayyidina Ali made a trick they thought they were going to attack Prophet in his bed, and Sayyidina Ali took the place instead. What happened? Did he escape with Sayyidina Abu Bakr? They went to the cave, and a spider spun his web over the cave, and birds put their nests. So if anyone's searching, they say, "No one here." And in that cave, Prophet ﷺ directed Sayyidina Abu Bakr, "Call your descendants, spiritual descendants, grandsheikhs, Naqshbandi sheikhs." And he called all of them from beginning up to end. Siddiq, Salman Farsi, Qasim Muhammad Jafar, Sadiq Ba'id Bastami, Abu Hassan, Farah Hamadi, Yusuf Hamadani, Sayyidina Khadr, Khalif al-Wajwani, Arif al-Wari, Najir Khalna, Aziz Ali Ramatani, Baba Samasi, Sayyidina Kula, Qajib al-Hadna, Shibban, Hamad, Bukhari, Allah, the Natali, Yaqub, Sharbi, Nasr, Baida, Haru, Hamad Zaida, Rashman, Qajib, Kam Kanaki, Muhammad al-Baqi, Imam Rabbani, Muhammad Masim, Sayfuddin, Muhammad Jani, Habib Abdul Dalawi, Shaykh Khalid Baghdadi, Shaykh Ismail Qasim Muhammad, Shaykh Muhammad Ali Aragi, Sayyid Jamal Gamuqi, Husseini, Abu Ahmad Saburi, Muhammad Bani, Sayyid Sharaf al-Dagestani, Sultan Ali, Shaykh Abdul Faizi Dagestani, and Shaykh Muhammad Nando al-Qadi. If you want to let Shaykh Hisham or Shaykh Mahmoud or any after that, Shaykh Nazim gave the system, drew a line under his, double line under his name. Called them all from beginning up to end. And they called all their inheritors also. Next group. Next group, 7,313, 124,000, as many as there might be. All of them gathered with all their Maries from the beginning of time up to the end. Gathered in that cave, and Sayyid Abu Khalid al-Burjuani was appointed to be Imam for the Khatim al-Qajigan. That's what we call his name every time. And they began that Khatim that we do. Ashhadu an la ilaha
illallah.
illallah
وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله.
wa
أشهد أن لا